Kashim Suleiman, and of course, my lovely wife here, and I live in Abuja, Nigeria as well.
I went to visit a friend to drop something in April. So I got to her house, we talked, I spent some hours with her, and then I came back home. When I came back home, the next day she called me, that the next 2 days she called me and she was like, you need to run a test, a COVID-19 test, because we did the test in my house, somebody got infected in my house, and we did the test, and we tested positive. And I first of all asked her, are you sure you're not joking? She said, no, she's not joking, that she's being serious, that they're doing what they call contact tracing. That means they're trying to trace all the people you have been in contact with so that they can run tests on them. So they called me and they came to my house to do the test. After the test, they told me the test result is going to be out in the next 3 to 5 days. But I had to be in isolation in my house because I wasn't showing any symptoms at all at the beginning. So when they told me this, I had to wait, and that waiting period was really long. And all what I was just saying was that I just hope it comes out negative. I kept praying that. But well, it came out positive. And when it came out, they called me and told me your result is positive and you need to stay in isolation. You cannot be in contact with anybody and all of that. And I was like, wow. Okay, I had to be indoors throughout. I didn't come out. I didn't see family. I couldn't see him. I couldn't see anybody. You know, I was there. And while I was there, what I was looking out for were maybe if I start having symptoms. But during this period, I was consuming my products already because they told me I could take vitamin C just to, you know, feel better. So I was consuming my products, my Alphameta. I didn't joke with it at all. I told him, we're going to, it doesn't matter how much it's going to cost us, but we have to keep taking this product because it's going to help me to get better. I was taking my Alphameta just 3 times a day. I made sure the water I'm taking and the water I was even bathing with was structured water. I made sure that I took my Alpha Max and I was using my Angel Secret Panty Liner because here in Nigeria, we didn't have Fito Max by then. So I made sure I consumed all the other products that we had here in Nigeria. And I continued doing this every day, every day, every day. And I have a condition called chronic sinuses. So I experience this nasal congestion sometimes. I can't breathe properly sometimes. I have running nose. And I have to take a drug called Loratine to calm it down. They told me in a long run, I will have to do like a surgery for it. But for now, I'm still trying to manage it. So I have that already. So one morning on the 27th of April, on a Monday morning, I woke up and I couldn't breathe. I felt like there was something on my chest and it was really pressing me. I had serious difficulty breathing. And I called him and I told him, I can't breathe. Like, I can't breathe and I could not move properly because it was kind of restraining me. I couldn't move well. And then he called the hospital. They came with an ambulance and they took me to the hospital. When they put me into the car, the first thing they did was to put the oxygen over me so that I could have external support to be able to breathe well. So I went to the hospital. And there in the hospital, I started to experience almost all the symptoms that I've heard about. I was coughing. Sometimes I'm coughing, and then nothing is coming out, but it was so painful. So it caused me to have sore throat. You know, the hospital, all what they were trying to do was just to, you know, manage the situation, just to manage it for me, just to make sure I feel better and I feel comfortable. Now, I found out that I couldn't eat. Anytime I tried to eat, I threw up. So I now told them that I would love to replace my food with my food for sales, Alphameta. That I would really love to be taking my Alphameta every hour. And the doctor said, okay, whatever I feel I can take to make me feel better, I can take. So I started taking my Alphameta. Now, the first day I was able to take it just a few times because I wasn't feeling too strong. And because of the sore throat I had, I couldn't take anything. I couldn't take food. My throat was really paining me. But the next day, I started taking my Alphameta every hour. I was timing myself. I told my nurse, please put a timer for me. Every hour, give me the Alphameta. And I was taking my Alphameta with structured water. Because of the way I was lying down, I couldn't really go to the bathroom to clean up. But whenever she wants to clean me up, I tell her to please use structured water. I give her the Alphaspin. I was in a quantum field. I had 2 Alphaspins in my waist bead, on my waist, so I was wearing it on my waist. I was in a quantum field, and I had one Alphaspin under my pillow because I was having this bad headache. And I made sure I took, my phone was taken away from me because I told them I didn't want any form of radiation to interfere with me trying to get better. So I was in the hospital and I experienced headache, difficulty breathing, pain in my joint, all of this for the first few days. But after some days, I started feeling better. And the doctor was amazed because it was like, wow, you came in here and you were like almost dying. You were almost going, but now you feel so much better. Now, what are you doing? I said, okay, aside prayers, I'm also using this amazing product. Because you'll be surprised, you'll see me drinking something from the bottle every time, every hour. I was using a straw. To take my Alphameta. He'll see me doing this every hour. And, you know, it started making me feel better. After a couple of days, towards the 7th day, I was able to eat. And the food would digest. So I also used my Alpha VMAX. I took my Alpha VMAX once a day. I made sure I took my Alpha VMAX once a day, every day, for the duration I was in the hospital. So by the 9th day, I now did a test because they told me they were going to do 2 tests to show 2 negative before I can go home. So they did the first one and it came back negative, and I was really excited. They did the second one and it came back negative, and I was like, I can't wait to go home. And I was just in a hurry to go back home because I've missed home. And the doctor was surprised. He was like, your healing took place so fast. Because when I got to the hospital, I was weak. But he was like, what made you get better? I said, all these my products I'm using, they are amazing. They help boost my immune system in time. You know, because when I went to the hospital, when they checked my hand, they said, oh, I needed blood. That was another thing, that I needed blood and all of that because I was really pale, kind of. But with my Alphameta, it helped me to reboost my system. And when he checked, he was like, no, you don't, there's no need of you taking any kind of blood again. You don't need external blood. And I was like, that is what this product helped me to do. It helped me get better. It helps me stay full. Even when I was meant to be eating, I could not eat. I was taking the products and I was full throughout the duration of me being in the hospital. And I came back home and I continued taking my products. And I took all the precautions that they've said we should take with COVID-19. So I'm still making sure I consume my products every day so as to avoid any kind of issues. But the product really helped me to regain myself back. So that's why I'm here today to be able to tell the story about my experience with COVID-19. I feel grateful and I feel very fine. I feel good. I'm grateful to be alive and I feel healthy, much more healthy. 3 times. First time, then after I did it again. I got tested on the 14th of April and my first negative came on the 6th of May. COVID-19 is not a death sentence. It's a pandemic. Yes, it's affecting everybody. But one thing I know is that if you do the needful, you do everything your country has stated out for you to do to be able to prevent it in the first place. But if you get it, what you just need to do is first, trust your health workers to know that they can help you get better. And if, for instance, at FFG, you know you have amazing products that can help you heal through it. These world products are amazing. They're going to help you heal through it. Don't be scared of the stigma that is going to come with it. It's a virus that is going around and it's going to come to an end. And the only way it's going to come to an end is if you have it, accept you have it, and go for treatment. If you have it, you know somebody that can help you with these our amazing products, like my sweet Alphameta, you know, use it. Use this product religiously. And I want you to know that COVID-19 is not a death sentence. I survived it, and I know any other person all over the world can also survive COVID-19. So thank you very much.
I just want to say that, just like my wife said, COVID-19 is not a death sentence. You can just imagine a couple preparing to get married, we're making marriage plans, and then suddenly COVID-19. You can imagine the feeling, right? It was not funny. You know, it wasn't a funny feeling seeing my wife, who is always so healthy, always smiling. I can't see her anymore, isolation here and there. How I did not have COVID-19, I cannot explain, honestly. Because You know, after she made the contact, we were together for about a day or so before she did the test, before we started isolating. But when we both did the test, mine came negative, hers came positive, and you can just imagine the feeling, you know.
Yeah.
And then she goes to the hospital, and those first couple of days, it was really a devastating period, you know, for us, because I was just praying every single day that she should be okay, our wedding, all the plans we have for the future. But there was this trust inside of us that she was going to pull through. There was a huge trust because I knew that, I just knew she would pull through. So we made sure we intensified the products she was taking. I was also massively taking my products as well to make sure I stay very healthy and to be there for her. And when she came out of it, it was just something really huge for me personally. And coming out of COVID-19 to come and get married, for me, it's a huge inspiration, not just for the world out there, but even for us, it's an inspiration that, you know, there's always going to be challenges. Challenges will come, things are going to come to test your faith. But if you stay strong, if you stay strong and you're positive in your mindset, if you're positive, that positivity alone can actually help you get your results faster, and you can still go on to realize all the big dreams that you've had. COVID-19 is real, but it's not a death sentence. If you stay positive, for me, is the #1 solution to COVID-19, that positive mindset. Because if you're not positive, your negativity can kill you faster than COVID-19. Okay, so the fact that we were very positive despite the situation, that positivity, that trust that we are going to go through this was one thing that really helped us pull through as a couple. And today we're sharing our story to inspire the world, and I'm really grateful that we have this platform to also share.